Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm joined by an amazing entrepreneur, Jerry from M&J Group. Jerry, how are you doing?
I'm okay, Mr. George. How is it?
I'm great. Jerry just came here to my office to provide a solution for me that will definitely increase and retain our customers. And Jerry is an amazing entrepreneur who's bringing so many solutions to entrepreneurs out there. I encourage everybody go and follow M&J and find out the services that they offer because they definitely will bring solutions that you need. Jerry, I want to go and ask you a couple of questions. You're an entrepreneur.
Yes,
And
yes.
what made you, start the journey of entrepreneurship? I know you used to be a chartered accountant,
Yeah.
and I know the whole world possibly knows that. But what made you get into entrepreneurship?
Yeah, I started off as a vendor in 2005. As soon as I had finished school, I didn't go to university. So
So you're just like me.
I'm just like you.
So we share the
Yeah,
same.
we share the same. So
Yeah.
I was a vendor selling sweets and bananas in Budiriro.
Mm.
So that's when I first employed my first employee. That was back in 2006.
Wow.
And I later employed about 4 people during that time. All this time I was actually studying my CIS, which is Chartered Institute of Secretaries. So I'm a Chartered Secretary by profession.
Wow.
So during this journey now, I went to work for other companies from 2009, because I was a vendor from 2006 up to 2009. 2009, I started working for other companies, dedicating my time. I actually quit being a vendor because I wanted to commit fully to my new job.
Wow.
So I worked in the accounting field as an accounts clerk until I was now a group accountant.
Wow.
Until I to work for ZPH. I stopped working for ZPH. That's when I started M&J. The reason why I started M&J was I saw the problems which are in this country. So I said, I'm not a politician.
Yeah.
How can I help my country? So I saw the loopholes, because when I was working for this organization, the reason why I was leaving was because I wasn't agreeing with the way people were handling things in terms of their sales and marketing strategy. Most of this business, Mr. George, is we are we are we are not respecting business.
Yeah.
We are stealing from our businesses. The owner of the business, like you see, the bank card which you are using to buy your beer on Saturday, that's the same bank card which is being used to buy your stationery or to pay your supplies. So these are the most of the things which I faced when I was working with these people.
Yeah.
And we also don't respect contracts in terms of paying our employees well. If you agree with someone to pay him $100 on the 26th, honor that agreement. So these are the challenges I was facing. Then I said, why can't I start mine? And I also noticed that young people are not given opportunities. So even at M&J, currently I've got about 40 young people.
Wow.
Everyone is under 35.
Wow. Wow.
We've
You're
got
employing 40 people now?
40 people,
Wow.
and it's just under 35. I recently promoted someone to be my head of taxation, who is just finished his degree, and she's actually 23.
Wow.
But she's already a manager.
Wow.
So
Talk about
this is the
empowerment.
reason why I want to be an entrepreneur, and also I believe that M&J has got a role to play in order. I want to develop our economy. We can change the economy. We can employ more people, indirectly or directly. It's not the duty of the government only to provide employment, but it's the duty of the entrepreneur. So M&J if it's going to work with various entrepreneurs, if those entrepreneurs grow from SMEs to large companies, our economy is done.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jerry is a man, if we give him the microphone, he will talk and he will sell his business. And, I'm so proud of him. He is now employing 40 people. So, it's amazing how, people have excuses of not becoming entrepreneurs and not, going the road less traveled. And look at Jerry. He's been in business not more than 10 years. How many years exactly?
I started in 2015.
2015. Imagine. So 6 years, he's employing 40 people. He does not have an excuse. He doesn't blame the government. He doesn't blame politics. But he's found a problem which entrepreneurs, businesses are facing because of the journey that he traveled. And look at that. He's now creating a solution for those problems and getting paid for it. Jerry, tell me, your top 5 success principles. I know that I'm going to give you some time to think whilst I'm saying what I'm saying. I believe success leaves clues, and everybody has to have certain principles that they applied for them to be where they are at. I know you came up from a very hard background, but for you to being this well recognized, award winning, entrepreneur, tell me, what are the 5 top things that somebody who's watching this video around the world, not just in Zimbabwe or Africa, but around the world can use to really summarize?
Yeah, number one, I would say do whatever it takes. You don't have to do whatever you like, but you do whatever it takes. Even if it's painful, you have to do it.
Wow.
Number two, constantly read books, not academic books. By reading books, I mean the motivation books, the business books, which are written by the likes of Bill Gates, all these successful people. Also, listen in reading books. I'm not saying only reading. Even listening to people like people are successful. Even Mr. George Mnengwa, he can tell you your story. It can motivate you. You can be somewhere else. Number three, be consistent. And you have to be persistent. If you continue, like if water continuously run through a rock, it will end up breaking. So what we're saying, if you want to achieve something, you can fail for 365 days, but on the 366 days, you'll be surprised. So you have to be persistent. Number four, you don't have to associate yourselves with failure. So what I mean is, even if you've got relatives who are failure, even if your church is failing, even if your friends or even if your friends, if you your net worth is determined by your network. So that is another thing which I would like to leave to the youth. Then the fifth thing is you should actually always trust in the Lord. When you are doing your things, fine. But you need to focus. You know that, Mr. George, there are books which are written. But do you know that the Bible has got some motivational verses which are in there, which are overlooked?
Yeah, true.
I can see some of them are actually here in your office. Jesus is my best business partner. You can never have a business partner who is trusted like Jesus.
True.
So I say those are my 5 principles.
Wow. Jerry is an amazing man. Follow M&J Group. They're amazing. They bring solutions to entrepreneurs. And, he's been doing an amazing job for the past 6 years. I hope you got some nuggets there from Jerry. And, the most important thing about why we are even doing this is to provoke, inspire, and to equip you. He used to be a vendor in 2009, but he is employing 40 plus people. He's giving people solutions, not only in Zimbabwe, but around the world, through the solutions that he found. You too, because of the exposure you have, can actually begin to see problems that other people are facing and provide a solution for them and make money out of them. I found a problem where people didn't have air conditioning solutions and they were unbearably hot or cold, and I made it become a solution and I started a business. So you can do the same thing too. Big shout out to Jerry. Thank you so much for coming through. I appreciate your time.
Thank you very much.
God bless.